I am exhausted from trying to correct someone else's mistake on a project. As interior designers, when we come to do projects, the people that worked before us play a very, very important role in making our work easier or harder, smoother or harder. And what we're experiencing here, it's literally hardship. I have a question. Why do people quote for quality stuff and end up using some standard stuff? I it has never I've never understood why that happens. If I want to quote for something quality, why not add markup to it and make your profits than quote for quality and use of standard? Now there's a project we're on. We've been on for 3 months now. When we came into the shop space, normally actually because of the person involved that I took the project. She's a sweetheart and she's a very kind person, and I take it upon myself when I have the opportunity to do something for people that always do stuff for people. I want to put myself into it. Even if I'm not really making any profits, and sometimes I take on these small jobs because of my workers. It's better for them to do something than to just stay waiting for the bigger one, because usually the bigger one takes more time than the smaller ones will. They are faster. Now this is something that was supposed to be on for a month and a week maximum, or a month and 2 weeks maximum, but we've been on it for 3 months and over. Why? The people that worked before us. So when we came, it was smaller, and they said they were creating an extension in the shop, and that was the landlord doing it. So the landlord paid somebody to do that. Fast forward, they finished the extension, which took time. They finished the extension, and we've come in, we've screeded. We were not even supposed to screed everywhere. We literally were supposed to, the places that had cabinets before, we were supposed to um just do maintenance on them, then screed inside of the lady's office. That's basically what we're supposed to do before we do our woodwork. But on getting here, thank God it's the raining season. We did the maintenance. The electrician has broken the wall and has put new piping just for some new points we're creating. There's no ceiling for us to do anything, so we cannot enter the roof to correct any mistake that was here before. You have to tap from here and collect from there. Then my supervisor had to go bury his dad, and that was just 3 days. When he came back, the walls we finished painting, water have soaked the whole wall. Like there's water issue from here, there's water issue from there. That's where this problem started from. And this is 3 months plus. We're still trying to correct stuff. In short, just we resumed work this week. We've been on break for like a month or 3 weeks a month. Now the landlord noticed, because the complaints kept coming, that the roof that they used for the extension was a cheap one. The blocks were hollow ones. Like the extra structure they created is giving us issues. Now, yesterday night, something happened. They finished working, and this place is not so safe at night. My supervisor called me and told me that the roller shutter was not closing. I did not sleep this night. I was praying. I wake up at intervals to pray. God block the eyes of evil people, thieves, and all of that. Thank God I had not moved the air conditioning systems that I was supposed to bring here yesterday. They stole the outdoor units that were existing here. So it's just inner units. So we're bringing new ones. They stole them. As per they jumped gate and stole them. So now imagine that the gate is open. Wah. Why are we having these issues? Because of somebody that did a substandard job. Substandard. So, and news got to us that they actually paid her well. So I'm wondering, why why mess up your reputation for how much? I do not say don't make profit too, but why mess up your reputation for how much? Why not use quality and make it higher? There are some people that will call me and be like, when they come to me, they say, this is too high. I say, well, that's the price. Because I'm in business. Gone are the days, in short, the future is even going to be worse off because now I'm still using empathy in the sense that, I'm pitying people based on the economy and all of that. But at the end of the day, we'll finish, we'll notice that we're not really making any profits. We're just running. We're not making any profits. We cannot say, okay, we have this proper money for savings or what have you, investment for the business. Why? Because we're not charging as we should to be able to make profit for the amount of work we're doing. That's an issue which we're going to solve. 2026 is not going to be the same. But people still complain the price is high. And I'm wondering, 500 or 1,000, what about 2,000 naira markup? That's what you're complaining of. So if I'm using the proper market markup, what will it be? Based on the percentage of the stuff that we're doing. We spend more than this markup money most of the time. Most of the time, we spend more than that. So I'm wondering, you collect money for quality, you buy substandards, not even the next one after the quality you took, you go down to the least because you want to make profit. Is that not wickedness? Like, you make other people's work difficult. So now imagine what we planned, transportation, fuel, everything we planned for was for a month and 2 weeks max, and we've been here over 3 months. I'll still pay for them to supervise because I can't be here all the time. I'm still going to pay for like four today, this one tomorrow, little things that come up on site. As time goes on, things might get bad. Whose money is that? It literally means I'm doing something without pay because all the money, the small one that was made from it, has entered back into the project. So this is my advice to all of us that work. Please, let's try as much as possible not to use substandard materials to work. Personally, I can lay out options to you on the table. For instance, for the cabinet here, we're using MDF, not HDF. Why? MDF, I think it's finer. This is not a kitchen or anywhere that water is stopping. Even if now we are always having issues with the walls. Even if they fix that, now we are hoping it doesn't come up. We noticed one yesterday again. I tell my clients, okay, this is it. HDF is good, it's stronger, but these are the downsides of it for your kind of business. It's not going to look as good as. I give you the options. So you see, you will know, you will select by yourself. I don't now come and tell you that I used HDF, then I now use MDF. God forbid. God forbid. Reason I'm very selective with furniture people. If they say this is what they are bringing, that is it. And I try as much as possible to monitor them, the processes. I come at a time they will not expect so that I will see what is inside. By the grace of God, God has given me good people to work with. And as we're expanding, I'm praying for God to bring even better ones so that we don't have an issue with integrity of what we said we'll use. When I go to the market and we're buying electrical stuff, when they say, oh, this one is it, this one, I go for the more expensive ones. Sometimes there is no markup. As per the markup we put, sometimes is not up to, because I saw something better than the quotation that they sent to me. That's because I want quality. Even at that, sometimes you still see maybe based on connection or what have you, one switch will spoil, this one will spoil, you will still rebuy it. Miscellaneous doesn't cover all these things as much as people think it does. So please, this is a cry from an interior designer that is going through serious stress. I'm thinking security. I'm thinking like you create a space like this for a shop like this and no form of security as per I'm always thinking about it that when the girl is closing, her workers are closing at night or in the evening. What if they come and just tell them, give me your phone or open and they just steal stuff? And now I'm creating solution for security that is not supposed to be my problem. Let's do better, please. I'm Ala People and I am your space therapist. Have a beautiful day.